So I think what I'll do is drop this amplitude to 100. So I think it was because of that it was a bit over the top. Let me just name these as well. We should organize our scene a bit better. So let's call this small, big, and then I'll call it Z because it's pushing in Z, right? And maybe we should name, so like especially the wrangles, because you know they'll look the same. We don't really know what they're doing. Let's call this pin name. Connected JSON pieces is fine. This one, let's see, deletes rand there. This one, what are we deleting? I think the front 4, right? Delete front, and this one delete spine. Just in case you're passing this this scene off to somebody else, obviously it's a good idea to keep organized, and for yourself if you save this and come back to it later. This one delete, oh no, set active rand as well. What are we doing here? Okay, set active deforming. Looks good. Okay, everything else, you know, things like this, I know what it's doing. You know, I'm not adding a point there. It's more just the wrangles, the deletes here. Okay, delete small bits. Small bits. Same here. Small bits there as well. This one was moving the agents into the chairs, right? Agents, let's say 2 chairs. Like that. Sort here. Call this rand. Delete. Call this rand as well. Let's see what else. Let's call this move to centroid. To centroid. Oh, sorry, move to origin. Move to origin. This one. Delete. Animated. This one is ISO. Isolating. Animated. Split here the chairs. Split. Oops. Split chairs. Okay, the rest of it I think is pretty self-explanatory. Let's call this back animation. And just make sure this is still working. So change the name. Yeah. Good. What else? Split. Okay. Main cabin. It's in the agent setup, maybe. I think that's all. You know, they're named pretty well in here. That's fine. Okay, I just want to set up the camera as well. Move it a little bit. Let's set up. Let's go to the .NET just to take a look at where we are. Jump back into my camera. 2.8 I want there. And here 6.27 in Z minus, not far off, 26.51. rotate -3.03, and this way 169.42, and this one will leave it at 0. Cool. Okay, and yeah, let's run another flipbook. So we've got those new values in there now as well. I think, yeah, we'll add some noise onto this as well. I'm going to drop a null, okay, and connect that up here. And then to the null, I'm going to add some noise to the translates for the for some kind of camera shake, basically. Okay, so if I come up here to the X of the translate, right click, go to motion effects and add a noise. Okay, and then if I play that, let's go to a different shot just so we don't have to simulate this every time. Let's see if I come maybe to just the agents setup here. Okay, that way we're not simulating. So yeah, I'm going to add one there. Let's see what we want. So we've got the settings for the actual noise there. Okay, inside the motion effects network. Okay, and then here you can see where it's connected to the TX there. Okay, translate in X there. Okay, so I'm going to change the seed here. Put this to 3, so it doesn't matter really. And the roughness is fine. Let's see, what else do we want to change? Maybe the amplitude, will bring that down because it's pretty over the top. There we go, just something little like that. That looks good. Let's add another one to the Y. Right click on that. Noise again, that will drop us inside. So for this one, I'm going to drop the amplitude down to 1. Okay, just give us some, so we're moving on 2 planes now. And then last one I'm going to add is just a bit of rotation on this plane, right? So it's doing that. So right click on that, motion effects, noise there as well. So here again, I'll delete the C just so that, you know, one of them we've left with the that expression in, but the other two I'll just give different values just so they don't kind of sync up, you know. And let's see how that looks. Kind of looks okay with this amplitude. Cool. All right, so let's try simulate. Well, we'll run a flipbook. Oh, we could actually, yeah, send the agent out here. So we could, yeah, let's grab from here. So we don't need the plane because we've got that simulated already, and we want the full geometry, right? This is, you know, reduced polygonal geometry. So we'll delete everything that's plain, like that. And then let's split out the agents so that they can be rendered. And then we'll render the chairs out here because we didn't do any reduction on the chairs, right? So if we do agent name is, and then man, some are called woman, some are called man, but man is in both, right? So if we do that, we should get them. Oh, if we set this to points, there we go, we get all the agents. And let's drop down a null, call this out, caps lock out agents, and then we want to merge. No, not to merge. We shouldn't get anything. Oh yeah, we want the chairs out here. And if I grab an object merge, just select that and scroll up here because I want both of these. So select the object merge and then just drag and drop these in. So I want the static render and the animated render. Come down here, connect those up. There we go. I've got the full geometry for that. Let's just drop a quick color here on these. Let's do them, a bit darker, something like that. Maybe a bit lighter. Yeah. I'll drop a null. So this is what we'll render. Out plane render. Great, and then this out agents will go into the other OBJ, so here. Where are we? Crowd source. Out agents, I believe. There we go. Cool, so we'll turn this on, turn that on. The little green thing there is the null, to turn that off. Cool. Put it on smooth shaded. Go to full screen and take a look at a flipbook with 150 frames should be fine. Alright, so let's take a look. Again, didn't take too long to simulate. So it's a bit better now. The camera shake definitely adds a lot. Got them flying at the back. Bit less turbulence while they're inside the cabin now. The only thing that's kind of bothering me is this, specifically this agent here. This guy can see at this point, his legs are broken, which admittedly would probably happen in this situation. But then at the end, he does this weird kind of movement as well. So, I might just delete him, either from the beginning, or at this point when he's out of frame, we could just delete him then, so that we still get the this part at the beginning, which is fine. Which you can do that's fine. There's no problem just deleting bits by hand at the end. And other than that, it looks pretty good.